The most important people that will say yes to you, they'll say yes to you when they're in front of you.
It's easy to talk about things that are happening when you're there, but it's the struggles and the perseverance that most people don't understand.
It's unique to be able to get people thinking the way you do. There's a considerable number of people that do want to genuinely help you. It's up to you to seek those people out. Money.ca.
You guys gotta see this. Wow.
You also can learn from people who have entirely and utterly failed.
And as much as it may be painful to give away a percentage of your company, in the long run, I would say the partnerships are a way better, faster way to go. We're showcasing it to the youth, entrepreneurs, and business leaders.
We're all about money, personal finance, financial literacy.
Potentially somebody who contacts your magazine could end up being inside your magazine.
They can write for us, yes.
Money! Me and my money. This show is sponsored by Fuse, so you get this. Just because he said yes.
Money. You want to make it, save it, and preserve more of it.
A refuel by DigiPower. Portable power on the go. I've always had this idea of going into really fancy houses and asking the people what they do. I have arrived where? You guys gotta see this. Holy. Wow. So let me just call this person.
Hello?
Uber?
Yes, great. Thanks. You're on time. I'm going to be right out in a moment.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye. You can sit in the front.
Really?
Yep. Yes, I allow people to sit in the front.
What if I prefer to sit in the back?
You can sit in the back. Hey, I'm Marcin.
James.
Nice to meet you. I'm good. I'm well. So, I didn't get the exact address. Can I get to the exact address?
Yeah, we're just going over to Major Mac
Can I?
and Leslie.
So you may be like, why is there a camera here, right?
Yeah.
Well, what we're doing is we're filming a TV show, and it's called the Uber Experiment.
Right.
Right. So here's the card. So what we do is we drive around Toronto, talk to people about business, ideas, and passion.
I'm kind of in a hurry, so
No problem. I mean, we can take the time to talk, or we could just not talk. It's up to you, honestly.
all right.
So you want to chat? I mean, you got 30 minutes, so we can talk, right?
Sure.
This show is sponsored by Fuse, so you get this. Just because he said yes. So you plug that into your Bluetooth of a car, which I'm pretty sure you have it built into your car.
Yeah, I do.
But,
Let's go. Something
all right.
free. Let's
Something
go.
free, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Is this your house, by the way?
Yeah.
Wow. I want to ask you a couple of questions. I want to have a house like this one day.
Sure. I was thinking of driving for Uber.
Really?
No.
Well, you actually make pretty good money, though.
You do?
Yeah. First day that I did it, I got $44 an hour average.
Wow.
Yeah. But if you do this constantly, I can guarantee that you will go nuts. And I totally understand why taxi drivers are so annoyed at customers. Anyways, enough about me as the Uber driver. I want to know what you do. So James, right?
James.
Okay.
So we're doing Money. I'm the editor of Money magazine.
Like money, so you copyrighted the phrase money? So money.com?
Money.ca.
Money.ca. So you specialize in what exactly? Do you have a business card, by the way, or?
No, I don't. Just money.
You just have money? I'll take that money.
Well, the whole idea is knowledge-based.
So you have a magazine?
Yeah, we're in chapters. Watch this guy.
No worries.
We're in chapters, Indigo, Smith Books, Coles.
Oh, wow.
Farmer Print.
Yeah, I know. Money. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
There's
We're
only one
heading
Money magazine in Canada, right?
That's it.
So what's in the bag?
There's copies of my magazine.
Pull it out. What are you waiting for? So where are we going right now, though? What's at Major Mac?
I'm going to drop off a couple of proposals. If you want to be serious. I'm actually going to rob a bank.
Are you going to rob a bank? Are you? Let's talk about this off camera.
Well, it should be on camera.
Well,
We're talking about, actually, it's a left there.
Just following the GPS. We're not going to get lost.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. This show, what we're doing is we're showcasing it to the youth, high school students, entrepreneurs, and business leaders all around Canada and the US, of course. So whatever it is that you're doing, feel free to plug away anything that you have.
That's perfect. Here's Money Magazine. We're all about money, personal finance, financial literacy.
Yeah, this is the one. This is the one.
Excellent. You must have seen this last version. It's one of the best sellers. $10,000 TFSA. It's off the table now, but this was one of the best sellers a year ago.
Is this the weekly?
Quarterly magazine delivered to your door. It's full 4-color process again. Lots of great advertising, vetted financial companies in there only, and great content. Top Canadian financial bloggers, financial authors published are writing for us now, over 60 of them. So you get regular information that's worthy of reading.
I have a very important question for you. Why aren't I in that magazine?
You could be. We're also focused on small business.
Okay.
And so you're in the right area.
Why did you choose to get into this?
Well,
Isn't it highly competitive, the market in terms of publishing in Canada?
it is very competitive, and we're doing rather well besides some of these giant conglomerates. So we're better, more organized, focused on personal finance, and it's the way to go. So membership only costs $29.99 per year.
So that gets you, I guess, all 4?
It gets you all 4 to the door, and it includes money newsletter on a monthly basis. We have now over 72,000 subscribers. It's #1 on Yahoo, Google, Bing, and YouTube. So is everything else we touch.
Wait a second, since you agreed, I have a microphone for you. Here you go.
Okay. Yes, I was saying that to catch the younger crowd, you know, even the newest crazes, Pokemon, lots of people were watching this. This is the next revolution, but if we're paying attention to younger kids, they're not, you know, watching TV anymore and doing traditional things. So a lot has to do with the next media, which was video, basically.
So video marketing.
Video marketing.
So do you guys do a lot of video marketing?
We do. We have our own channel, be it on YouTube.
What is it? What's it called?
It's called The Financial Show.
Okay, so I want to roll back all the way back, if you don't mind, and ask you, so when you were a kid, what did you want to be?
I wanted to be perhaps rich and famous, and just like everyone else.
Are you famous? Perhaps. What's your name, by the way? Like your full name?
James Dean.
James Dean, like the actor?
James L. Dean.
Are you Canadian?
I'm Canadian, Indian, Portuguese.
And your name is James Dean?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to be an astronaut, a firefighter, none of that?
Yeah, Lyndon is still working on it. James has achieved some things. Mm-hmm. So I've worked in the banking industry for over 25 years. Worked for Royal Bank, Bank Montreal, Toronto Stock Exchange.
So I guess you had really good training to actually start that.
Yeah, the best lesson is having no money or little or no money. I look for ways to earn money long term through education, and so it led me to become the editor-in-chief. The initial magazine started out in 2009, and I wrote the whole version of 40 pages.
On your own?
On my own, by myself.
Yeah, I can relate
which
to that.
I found was not a good thing or easy thing to do.
Yeah.
But just the same.
If you had to recommend, you know, to other people who are watching this, your best marketing advice, what would that be?
To persevere and sometimes fail, but learn from your mistakes and get better at what you're doing.
How do you get better at what you're doing?
You continue the process.
Just keep pushing?
You work on what works, and you listen to good, smart advice. you also can learn from people who have entirely and utterly failed to perhaps become another success, or even failed. To know what people have done in the past that doesn't work, still holds true today. Yes, it's true, you should get advice from good, smart people, but...
So don't take advice from poor people.
Poor people, failed people, they're all the same people, except they've proven themselves in one way or the other. There's many ways to do it.
Okay. What do you think are the 3 characteristics that define an entrepreneur or makes an entrepreneur?
A great idea. You have to be personable. You have to sell yourself. And the third most important is listen to your heart and follow good advice.
All good points, but I feel they're very vague.
Okay, you're right. You got me.
The reason is because, first of all, most people don't know what they want to do, therefore they don't follow through.
Yes.
They're like, how do I know what I like?
A good idea will be self-propelling.
What would you say has been your biggest obstacle in growing money?
Collaboration. It's unique to be able to get people on board thinking the way you do. Most people don't, but there's a considerable number of people that do want to genuinely help you. It's up to you to seek those people out amongst the people that don't care or care about themselves, or are busy. There's many excuses, it's okay, but there are people that will mentor you, help you, give you information and advice.
Do you have a mentor at this point in the game?
I always have a mentor. I have now graduated to calling it centers of influence. So after I've looked for advice, I know I can give advice.
Right.
And I know I can complete my own network of those same trusted people that you take advice from are mutually and beneficially working with you,
right,
and for you.
Okay.
Right.
I totally agree with what you said regarding partnerships. In my own sort of journey in entrepreneurships, I always found that it's much faster to get ahead when you have other people helping you, and as much as it may be painful to give away a percentage of your company or do some pro bono work, it's definitely worth it. Some people will take advantage. I've had that happen many times. In the long run, I would say that partnerships are a way better, faster way to go.
There's lots of advice. One of them would be, don't go into business with your family or your friends, because if indeed it does fail, which most businesses do fail, especially without the most important thing, a business plan. And so when you go into business, it's like going to Las Vegas, go see a show and set aside some money if you want to entertain yourself, but at least you went to the show.
Okay. Yeah, don't lose all your money gambling.
Right. And some of it is, hey, sometimes you need to go all in.
Yeah. And
for those ventures, people will know and they'll figure it out, or somebody will recognize it. If it's good enough, if it's explained well enough, then it, like any other business or company, service, product, can be placed and sold, with vigor.
So would you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
I am.
And do you remember the first time you decided to take the big leap of leaving your full-time? I'm assuming you had a full-time at one point.
Yes. At 52, I've realized that I have, a lot of experience.
Yeah.
A lot of failures. I failed on other people's time and money. That makes me a wiser person at the table.
What's the biggest failure that you've learned from?
I've lost $300,000.
That would have to be like a property, I'm assuming.
No.
Gambling? that Vegas trip.
Over time, you'll see.
Yeah.
Lots of businesses fail. Even a franchise that you buy into, modern day 10, 15 years ago, maybe by the wayside now.
I'd love to own a Tim Hortons or a Subway one day. What do you think about that? Is that a wise investment?
I think it's wise. It could be saturated. It could be that there's better opportunities in private business. And so if you know how to do any one of these things, you can also create a new, unique opportunity and then franchise it.
Right.
And so there's lots of help out there and turnkey management that would help with these such ideas.
So what kind of sponsors do you have in here? And if you were to look for sponsors, maybe somebody's watching, what is sort of like your primary demographic of people who would benefit from being in your magazine?
Yes, we are niche and focused on Canadian financial consumers, which any and all banks and financial companies, insurance companies would want to be having a national presence with us, online, with print, nationally, with world-class media companies that are partnered with us, like Newswire, MarketWire, BusinessWire, PR Web, PR Newswire, Globe Newswire, which is NASDAQ. So essentially we get to push out free media for our going concerns, which would be money, personal finance, financial literacy, and from time to time we focus on products, services, events, agendas, websites that are friendly and worthy.
What exactly would I get, and how much does it cost? Like for me as a small business owner.
So we're in Richmond Hill, for example, and on November 8th, the Richmond Hill Small Business Symposium will happen just as we passed here, the Richmond Hill Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
On November 8th. And so we will be there. We're invited as a media guest, for example, to promote small business. So you're welcome to come to that event and let your people know as well.
But don't I have to have a booth or something?
No, you don't have to have a booth. You can come in. We'll put the information available to your constituents to let them know that this is all about small business. So money is attached to it somehow.
Okay.
And we're going to be there with a booth. You don't need a booth necessarily. You just need to show up. And so if you do, it would be great to put all eyes on Richmond Hill, and the focus is small business.
Okay.
And so we get to do this on a regular and free basis. We put out a media release or so and get invited to these important and prestigious small business center affairs locally. Richmond Hill, Vaughan, Markham, even Toronto and North York. We're there, and plus up north for the York region in the north, right up to Newmarket.
So do you guys have any additional events that you put on, or?
On October 25th, the City of Toronto is having the Small Business Forum.
Where?
At the Convention Center, and we'll look forward to having you at our booth.
Well, we do shoot behind the scenes, so if we could show the day in of how exactly and what it is that you do, that would probably be something that our audience would benefit from as well.
I promise you'll have a great, exciting time, and you'll see how good and fast we can get great Canadian financial content at the same time promote small business.
If you were to tell any small business what they're missing, what would that be?
Universal press release.
It's true, because that creates credibility. That's the first thing people need.
Credibility. People believe in online. You're where the people will look for you above and beyond your competition, and without costly pay-per-click. You will be in the places where people will look organically. and that gives you a lot of credibility. So if and when they look for your product and service and they find you, and you have a compelling website, information, and a call to action, then you should be able to engage with your exact target market.
Do you guys offer like web design services as well, or is it just pure PR and marketing?
Yes and no. I prefer to stick with the things that we do best, and that is quote-unquote financial advertising.
Okay.
So in our vertical, you can get online with us, in print, through the media, with video, and on television in one fell swoop.
The thing is actually on television?
Yeah, it's on television.
Oh!
On Rogers Channel 260, 2 times a day.
Hello, and welcome to the Financial Show, where the focus is totally on you and your money.
We focus on news, reviews, and interviews, and our premise is always money, personal finance, and financial literacy. And as an element of, for interest factor, we've got to have a little bit more sexy programming than financial literacy.
Right.
And that's where the big pitch or small business comes in.
Isn't a big pitch like something out of US or something?
Yeah, the big pitch is Kevin Harrington, and the big pitch
Kevin Harrington, he's from Dragons. Shark Tank.
Yes,
Is it Shark
that's
Tank?
right. He's a partner that we can have and we can co-develop with. And so thebigpitch.ca is a new startup where we're trying to get fantastic content on a regular basis, and that would include things like maybe the Uber driver picking up the business owner and then maybe getting them to
So do you guys have
elevator pitch.
So you guys have like a host, like some doing this? Do you guys have a host for the big pitch too?
No, not yet. We're always looking for good content, great financial advertisers, and so therefore we focused on the big pitch as the more so entertainment part of our show.
Okay. How did you get to where you are now? Because it's easy to talk about, the things that are happening when you're there, but it's the struggles and the perseverance that most people don't understand. Would you consider yourself successful?
Yes, definitely.
And-
but the more important thing is that I'm always learning and I'm always teaching. And so,
Do you give any seminars? Like, are you invited to speak at any places?
I'm invited to speak at a lot of these places that we already go to.
Okay.
And so the important part is that you can teach people maybe one at a time, but through a magazine you can reach a lot more people. Through online you can reach a lot more people. Through visiting schools and high schools you will reach a lot more people. And the more people that know about personal finance, the better.
How do you feel about parents who tell their children not to talk about money, or even people who don't want to talk about money?
Yeah, the more you hide it and not talk about it, the worse it gets. And so if you're in trouble, you need help and advice and information. On the other hand, if you're doing okay, keep in the know.
Yeah, you can always do better.
Knowledge is power. You can do better, but one day you said that you would give back. So if you have contribution, a story that help you with money, then we're interested to know that and to share that with others.
So you have like a submission call?
We have over 60 Canadian financial authors, writers, bloggers.
Also, potentially somebody who contacts your magazine could end up being inside your magazine.
They can write for us, yes. Schools, students, professors, college professors,
Wow.
Teachers.
I definitely want to submit a couple articles.
Absolutely. We're at info@money.ca.
Okay. Tell me about work-life balance. Would you say you have it?
I work a little bit more than I should, and it's just a matter of getting to that happy balance.
Do you have a family?
Yes.
And what does your wife do, if you don't mind me asking?
She's a hairdresser.
And does she work kind of like alongside with you? Do you take advice from her? Like, does she like butt in your business?
Like the wealthy barber, but she's a stylist.
Okay.
So she'll listen to my crazy ideas. And be a great sounding board.
Okay.
But at the same time, she lets me go
pursue your crazy
do
things.
Whatever I need to do, because I think and have proven that I may know something about this niche.
What do your kids do? Are you pushing them to be a certain profession? Are they going to inherit the business?
Kids are in high school and college, respectively. It's best to let the kids choose what they want to do. Confucius said, choose a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Was Confucius wealthy?
No, he was a philanthropist and a poet.
How do you become a philanthropist with no money, though?
Well, he gave out wisdom and knowledge.
And he got apples?
and he got apples and dumplings. And I think giving back is something really important. What can you give to me, share with me, collaborate with me that will help me, help you, or help someone else?
Help me, help you, help us.
Show me the money.
Can you do the show me the money like Jerry Maguire? Just
show me the money.
I need more energy.
Show me the money?
No. Show me the money. I kind of want that kind of energy.
Show me the money.
That's right. Show me the money.
To sum it up in a sentence, it's all about helping you to make, save, and preserve more of your hard-earned wealth.
Any advice that you could give to people who are struggling with naysayers?
Most important thing, do a business plan, do your research, talk to a lot of people, talk to people in the business, talk to competitors.
Are competitors readily going to share this information with you?
No. But there's ways for you to get the information.
Tell people how to get this information.
I've learned a system where someone told me about the old bear, and in sales that kind of like means it's true what they say that you will learn more about someone in a few minutes of play than a lifetime of work. So if you could take this old bear, this knowledgeable person, out to lunch or have a beer, you will get good, free, and honest information that will help you to sell more widgets, products, and services. The most important people that will say yes to you, they'll say yes to you when they're in front of you. More so, that is happening today with, the blanket of electronics and.
So I imagine all these dinosaurs or these bears that you're referring to, they'd probably be impressed with a handwritten letter. Do people even know how to write anymore? I don't even know.
So if that is of great importance, one of your 10 best advice givers, ever. And or they become your centers of influence, who are giving you business on a regular basis and giving you stability and common sense. Take a look here.
What?
Can we turn that camera around?
Well, I could, but I'm driving, so you're gonna have to do it.
Sure.
Okay.
Since we're talking about the big banks.
Just watch out, because there's like microphones attached and stuff. Like, what do you want to show?
It's not often you see this, but 5 banks in a row.
BMO, CIBC, Scotia, TD.
5. I need to drop off proposals to figure out which one of these top Canadian financial banks really wants to serve the community.
So, which one is?
We're going to find out. The one that supports us best, the one that funds us, the one that sponsors us, the one that becomes an elite Canadian financial literacy sponsor with us, and also a champion of small business, is Canada's best bank. We're going to find out which one that is.
So do you have appointments with any of these?
Yes and no. I'm going to go to each and every one of them, but I was very impressed with what you do.
Thank you. Yeah, you know,
should
like,
keep this up. Should have one camera inside and one outside.
that's a lot more editing, right? Before you go, last word of advice to anybody that's watching who wants to start a business and why they should start a business.
Well, don't start one because of the sake of starting one. Do something that you love and you'll never work a day in your life. It's all long term, so think it through, create a business plan, get advice, and don't be afraid to change. Adapt, revamp, turn around, and focus. Whatever.
What's the nicest car you've ever owned?
1987 M3. The true experience of driving.
There you go, BMW, sponsor us. You want to make money? Go to money.ca.
You let me off at the Bank of Scotia Bank here.
So let's see, maybe they'll be your sponsor. Bank of Nova Scotia. Just get a free plug right now on the Uber Experiment with Mr. James Dean at Money. I hope you've been inspired. I hope you learned something. If you didn't, go watch the other episodes. So I'm Marcin from the Uber Experiment with Mr. James Dean. So thank you very much. I just need you to sign a release. We gotta make sure that our guests don't complain afterwards. So here you go. Just sign at the bottom. It was your best Uber ride ever?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Please don't clip to the microphone, and then good luck with your meeting.
Thank you.
Can I have one of these?
No.
No, I'm sorry. Well, I tried. Here you go.
Okay.
All right, James. Nice meeting you. Serendipity, you guys. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I love it.
Money. You want to make it, save it, and preserve more of it. That's why you need money.ca and Money Magazine to get all the valuable, actionable news that you want and need. Visit us now at money.ca.
I catch my breath for a second there. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Right on.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I love it.
Who's taking the picture?
It's recording. It's just recording.
Recording,
I feel weird.
Yeah,
You'll still
Everybody say 1 billion.
Everybody say money.
Yeah, that works.
I could tell you though, I've taken a group this small and changed it into convention centers of 15,000, 20,000.
Wow.
Yep.
Right? I can do that with this group.
How's it
You
go?
know, it's not how you get involved in the industry, it's who you get involved with.
You even got a song. Money, 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 money.
We have our own music as well. You should listen to our track. It's called Me and My Money.
Is
And
this
You
for
and
real?
Your Money.
Is this for real?
100% real.
Do you have your own jingle or something?
Absolutely. Yes, You and Your Money is a registered trademark. And that's our philosophy. And means a lot to us. And therefore, we'll put it on a pedestal and live by it.
Money! Me and my money. Is that good?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
try it again.
Money! Me and my money.
See, you give up somewhere in there. Commit to it, man.
I think it was good.
Money. Me and my money.
That's pretty crazy.
Right on.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I love it.